You guys all know my take on NIO this year. I think their CEO has, I don't know, lost the plot. But I have to say a big but here. The new NIO electric car, just officially revealed with an official price, is awesome. I love the car. I love the price. And I would actually buy one of these. Probably going to think I'm crazy, but I love this style of car. And NIO have just pulled this off so incredibly well. This vehicle, I think, would sell really well in Europe, but there's a big problem. In Europe, things just changed. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for subscribing. It's great to have all the new subscribers here on board. Welcome to all the new ones and welcome back everyone else. NIO, they're already selling EVs in Europe. Sales are not going very well. That's the truth. A lot of people don't like me saying that, but sorry, I just point out the facts here. Don't hate on the messenger too badly. Oh no, you can hate on me all you want. It's fine. No worries. NIO, they have revealed a new electric sedan. It's meant to save the company. They won't explicitly say that, but it is. NIO just reduced prices of all of its EVs by $4,200 plus it added some extra bonuses and incentives to get people to buy them because, well, it said 3 weeks ago it would never do that because it won't compete with Tesla. It doesn't. Its products are much better than Tesla's garbage. Its EVs are so good that they can sell themselves, but then sales came out for NIO and they weren't very good again for I don't know, the last, to be honest, 6 months in a row. NIO reduced prices and then they revealed the price of this new electric car, which is phenomenal. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's the ET5 Touring. So the ET5, the standard one, is a sedan. The Touring model, it's like a practical mid-sized SUV, but practical. I mean, it's not high riding. It looks good and it's got a practical size to it. I mean, it's perfect, really, in a lot of ways. The long-awaited NIO ET5 Touring has launched in China with a starting price of 298,000 yen, which is $41,700. Not far off the price of a Tesla Model Y. And the dimensions are actually quite, I mean, obviously it's lower than a Model Y. It's not as much space high up, but its actual dimensions in terms of its length and width are very similar to a Tesla Model Y. Fortunately for NIO, deliveries start tomorrow. And they're saying they've got a lot of orders for the ET5, the standard touring, the standard sedan version, and this new touring version. I reckon that quite a few people will order them. But to be honest, the sad truth here is that as much as I love the station wagon, the Avant, I don't know, whatever you call them everywhere else in the world, most people don't like them anymore. Their popularity has crashed. It's collapsed. That's why manufacturers are not making them anymore. I mean, yeah, there's the Passat, the Volkswagen Passat. That still sells okay. Truth is, most manufacturers have moved on from wagons because they don't sell very well, unfortunately. However, the ET5 Touring will be sold in Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Norway, because those countries still buy wagons, fortunately. Now, Car News China says it took NIO 3 months to produce enough cars to actually launch the car, to officially launch it. It took them 3 months to actually make enough that they could, sell someone on the day of the launch. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they said. So when will it sell in Europe? Apparently, sales will start in late 2023. So if you're in Europe watching this, hey, you've got a great option here. This is one of the sexiest looking cars, EVs, that I've ever seen. And this thing just looks phenomenal. So, hey, full credit to whoever designed this car. They did a fantastic job. Now, quite strangely, Ben Collins, who was the Stig from Top Gear, he held the launch event. What a strange, this is not what I would have pictured. But anyhow, he held it. It went well. And apparently it was organized in a Top Gear style. The conference itself was more about PR. Car News China says that the ET5 Touring has the same platform as the ET5. And the size is 4,790 millimeters, or about 4.8 meters long, 1,960 millimeters wide, and it's 1,499 millimeters high. Wheelbase is about 2.9 meters, 2,888 millimeters. For comparison, it is 8 millimeters longer, 34 millimeters wider, and 50 millimeters higher than an Audi RS4 Avant. And for my money, it looks better. One of the reasons I think it looks better than the Audi A4 or the RS4, it's wider. And yeah, like I said, just phenomenal job. I'm really, really impressed by whoever designed this car. Not only that, but it's obviously going to be good aerodynamically. Probably going to get better efficiency than a lot of cars like the Audi e-tron are getting right now. So what about the power? It's got a fair bit of power. It's got 2 motors, 490 horsepower. And that is the actual standard model. I mean, 41,000 for a car with 490 horsepower that looks like this. Count me in, sign me up. The front motor has 204 horsepower. The rear one has 286 horsepower. It'll do 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 4 seconds. It just seems like an amazing deal. I mean, it's sort of like an Audi RS4, but probably a little bit cheaper. So what battery packs will it come with and what's the range? All right, entry-level battery. It's a hybrid ternary LFP. So it's a really unusual battery, actually. Combination of a ternary battery, so a normal lithium-ion battery, with a lithium-ion phosphate. So they're trying to use the best of both worlds here. Very interesting to see how this goes in the real world. So nickel, manganese, cobalt, one part of the battery pack. The other part is a lithium-ion phosphate. That battery pack is a 75 kilowatt hour battery pack in total usable size. The other option, which will give you 680 kilometers of range on the CLTC cycle. So probably 600 kilometers real world, maybe 550 around there. That one is a 100 kilowatt hour pack. And NIO say you can also buy one with a semi-solid state battery with 150 kilowatt hour size. It will have more than 1,000 kilometers of range. Massive battery pack. I think it's pointless. I mean, why would you even bother with that car? I mean, 680 kilometers of CLTC range, more than enough in my opinion, especially seeing as these cars have very good fast charging as well. So we know the price of the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack with that unusual hybrid battery. The price though is actually even more compelling of the 100 kilowatt hour size battery pack. It's only $49,990 US. So $50,000 US for a battery this big in a car that looks this good. Yeah. As you can see, I'm extremely impressed. And I'm really intrigued to see what happens with the semi-solid state battery pack, because NIO have been talking about that one for a long time now. I don't believe we've actually seen production of the cars with those packs, even though they've been talking about them for a long time. Hopefully we see them very soon. It'd be interesting to see what kind of range they get, but it's clearly going to be over 1,000 kilometers. I should point out, you can buy this car at a much cheaper price than this. You can get it for about $32,000 US if you buy it without a battery. You then pay to rent the battery every month. I don't think too many people are opting for that choice. I think it's sort of a bit of a confusing concept. People aren't used to renting a car or renting a battery, so they mostly go for the option where you get the battery pack with the car. But that is an option if you want to pay less, $32,000 US, and then you can rent the battery pack. Now, NIO, I should point out, are offering some deals on this car because they need car sales. They need this to sell well. So they're not only offering this at a really compelling price, but they're giving consumers who order the model now 1 year of free use of NOP Plus worth RMP 4,560, says CNF Post. Not sure what NOP Plus is. Let's just look that up. All right. It is basically Tesla Autopilot. It's NIO's version of Autopilot software. So you get use of that software for 1 year, which is a great idea from NIO. Get people used to it, and then take it away from them. And then they'll probably end up paying you for it. So very smart move from NIO. Not really free, is it, when you've got to pay for it in 12 months' time. Also though, customers who order before the end of July will get a discount on options worth RMB 5,000. I'm not sure what that exactly means. That's just what they officially said. Now I should point out, NIO have made some changes to this car. Customers complained about a few things in the ET5 very vocally. They said the driver's seat was too high, felt weird, felt like they were sitting in an SUV. NIO changed that for the wagon version. And people also said there wasn't enough luggage space in the ET5 sedan. So obviously it's a sedan. What did you expect? I mean, I don't think sedans are really made for luggage, period. That's just my take on that though. What do you think? Do you agree with me? So NIO have said, hey, here's the station wagon, plenty of luggage space. Buy this one instead. It's better, and it is. I love it. But I want to know what you think about this car. Can this car save NIO? Can the ET5 sedan and wagon save NIO? NIO need to be saved. Come on. They're selling how many cars a month? 6,000 after being in business for how many years now? They make a loss on their cars, of course, as does pretty much everyone in the industry except for Tesla and BYD. But the point here is they need to sell more cars. They're investing many billions of dollars, and they need some kind of return. I hope they work. I hope it works. I really do love this car. To be honest, I love NIO's cars, period. Not all of them, but most of them are great. NIO CEO, get rid of that guy. Get someone else in there. Get someone who's a bit more positive, doesn't need to criticize other people. I think that's not really necessary. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.